every Friday on our website. Red Feather deep, has the receiver who breaks a tackle. It's Bovine. Brantley trying to catch him. He won't. And Oklahoma City on the first play of their next drive busts it loose and they regain the lead. Are you kidding me? Tiberius Bovine once again making the big play. Unbelievable. One wide receiver either side for Mike, and Daza will flip it out to Sim, and Sim makes the play! 10-5 touchdown! The doctor is in! The Crabs have a lead! Oh, mama! There goes that man!
To the right, single receiver to the left. Dunhill to throw, has time, goes deep down the left-hand side. That was complete behind the defense. They can't catch him. 10-5 touchdown. Atlanta. Boo Chisholm does it again.
Hand off to English on a first down, trying to get it around the left-hand side. Takes the long way around, but still picks up the first down. Still on his feet, down the sideline. Johnny English past the 20, 10. He scores again. Touchdown, Honolulu. On one of the craziest runs after fake punt, pass, kick, whatever I've ever seen. Unbelievable.
Mama, there goes that man.
I mean, he goes 5 yards back before he scores.
Yeah, I was going to make a comment about that, but I'll keep my comments to myself because he took this one to the house. He was blazing. 51 didn't have a shot.
So the Skyhawks having trouble on first and second down sometimes in terms of moving the chains, but they have converted on a decent amount of these third downs. I believe they've only had to punt once. Snap back, handoff to English, right up the gut. English fights his way for a first down again, and can you believe that? Johnny English, that's the second time on third down the man has just taken the ball and ran right up the gut for a first. This is a man possessed, ladies and gentlemen. He wants this Skyhawk team to succeed, and it looks like he's...
Split backs for Louis Ndula. Josh to throw, runs right into Big Sexy.
Big Sexy. Another country has heard from. Oh, yeah.
He just blew right by the offensive tackle. Gave him one little move and boop, down the quarterback went.
Split receivers and offside, and Snowden's going to take the handoff. Snowden, Richard Snowden spins back inside, breaks a tackle and scores. That's going to be a touchdown, DC. How in the world did he keep his balance and move the other way?
Wow, that's well, we were just talking about it too. You know, Snowden's got that ability to break away, and had he had more field there, he was definitely able to keep going. You know, he goes through the whole guy, doesn't have a whole lot of room there. One guy misses a tackle, he spins on him another, and shakes off that one right down there at the end and is able to get in there. So DC is shown early on. They set the pace with the first touchdown, and then they come and they answer back with a great drive there.
Walker's deep pass is picked off. That's interception number 3 on the night. Eddie Gage gets up and returns it to the 34. How about Baltimore's defense against Kevin Walker? He did not throw 3 interceptions all of last season in any game. And only 2 times in his career has Walker thrown at least 3.
These two defenses right now canceling each other out. Showing a blitz up the middle, they bring it, Bentley running right into it, Bentley gets away from it. Bentley's got a first down, breaks a tackle, Ray Bentley, he's gone, and the Aztecs are gonna score and get on the board. Welcome to the game, Ray Bentley. And the Aztecs are right back in it just like that.
All right, here we go. Week 5 SFL action continues this evening from ice-cold Buffalo, New York, as the Queen City Corsairs host the Denver Nightwings. Good evening, everybody. I am Mike Daggs, and joining me, right next to me in the booth, is the MacGyver of air conditioning units. He is Gerald Smith. With us on stats, Declan O'Rourke and Ethan Kai. You're watching the Simulation Football League, presented by APM Music on YouTube. Gerald, how's it going tonight?
Rubber band, super glue, and chicken wire, and I'll get your AC unit going.
So, Gerald, the team with the most wins in SFL history, the Queen City Corsairs, are still looking for their first win of this season. Tonight they host Denver, fresh off of their first win of the season after a 9-point victory against the Canton Classics. Rookie quarterbacks are leading both of these teams, Gene Struthers for Denver and John the Lakeman for Queen City. Both teams struggling a little bit this season. They sit at the bottom of their divisions, but it's still early on in season 20. Plenty of time to get things turned around, but it really needs to start tonight. What are the keys to victory for these teams?
This game will come down to the QB play for both teams. QB John Lakeman for Queen City is 4th best in quarterback rating, while Denver's quarterback Gene Struthers is 4th worst in the league coming into this week. The Queen City defense is at or near the bottom in nearly every defensive category, while the Denver defense is top 4 in every defensive category. Whichever quarterback can keep his composure versus the opposing defense should be able to raise that victory flag for his team in Week 5.
Well, as Matt Wilson would say, there's only one way to find out, and that's on the field. So in the spirit of Matt Wilson, we'll head down to the field and get this one started, where Denver will get things kicked off for us. Yay, Verity with the kick. And back to receive Tony Zoma. Bringing this one up and running back the wrong way. Gets it out to the 23-yard line, and that is where the second-round pick, number 52 overall in this past offseason's draft, John Lakeman, who, Gerald, you and I liked to call the Lake Man. Well, we watched him play in the SFL minor league, leading this team out onto the field. Not putting up huge numbers so far this season. 864 yards through the first few games. Going to hand this one off on first down to the fullback, longtime tight end, Tiberius Bovine. Let's run through the starting offense here for the Queen City Corsairs. We talked about rookie quarterback John Lakeman. The halfback is Jet Zero. You just saw Tiberius Bovine. The wide receivers are Adrian Ellis, Tony Zoma, Doug Spelling, and Deezer Powell. The tight ends are James Matthew Jr., Stephen McMichaels, and the left guard to watch for is Robert Crone. The Lake Man to throw on second down, and a one-handed jumping catch at the 47-yard line is number 12. That is Tony Zoma.
Yeah, the former tight end from Carolina, Tony Zoma, just finds some space right over the middle, and the Lake Man. God, it sounds good to call that in the pros.
It's good to see him again, Gerald. We've been waiting for this moment since the draft.
Definitely.
2 wide receivers set on first down. The Lake Man drops back, throws a wobbler over the middle, but that one is also complete. Deezer Powell getting in on the action. We'll run through the starting defense for the Denver Nightwings. The defensive line is Robert Brady, Hugo Reynosa, Igor Barbatov, and John Nevels. The linebackers, Devin King, Ramiro Morales, and Stefan Forge. The secondary is made up of Ron Hoff, Nick Kindler, Raska Santagria, TJ Frosty, Lucas DeVore, and Josh Neal. The Lake Man under pressure, and he goes down, sacked on the play, back at the 46-yard line. Looks like that's Hugo Reynosa that got there, along with Robert Brady.
Yeah, he took a kind of a deep step back right there, and then you had that, defensive line just kind of come around the edges and kind of beat the tackles right there. So let's see what he can rebound with.
Empty backfield on 2nd and 15, goes deep down the left-hand side and just overthrows his target. He's trying to connect with Doug Spellings. Going to bring up a 3rd and long.
I guess he was just a little bit nervous right there from that sack before. Didn't want to get sacked again, so he just kind of threw a little bit prematurely. I think he could have held on a little bit longer. He may have found someone a little bit shorter instead of. Almost looked like he threw it away.
Yeah, it did. Queen City on the season averaging only 50% third down conversion rate, 17th best in the league. 5 wide receivers on the field now for third down. and long. The Lake man looks, goes back down the left-hand side. This time he connects. Doug Spelling into the end zone. Touchdown, Corsairs.
Almost feel like the Lake man set him up right there. Threw it over the head of Spelling and out of bounds the play right before. So I said, hey, we're going to go right back to him. We got him set up right where we wanted him. And and Doug Spelling was able to, hit him with that post corner, I do believe, right there and find some separation for the touchdown. 6-0 Queen City.
46-yard touchdown pass to Doug Spelling, and that gets Queen City on the board first, as they're still looking for their first win of season 20, Gerald. And this is a team that has won many games, 120 wins so far in their SFL time, if you will. One of the longest tenured teams. They've been around since season 1. Started off as the New York Knights, and looking for win 121 tonight, a league record.
Yeah, and they've been having a tough go especially over the last 5 seasons, not really including this one here. This one makes 6, only making the playoffs one time in the last 5 seasons, not including season 20 here. So they're looking to kind of, right their ship, pun intended, to be able to get back to those, to those historical winning ways, and, and get themselves back to contenders like they used to be.
Yeah, only one playoff appearance, and that was actually their only winning season in those last 5 as well. So definitely looking to get things turned around, as they started off 0-3. Both teams coming off their bye week in week 4, so both teams fresh for their game tonight in week 5. Gene Struthers now on the field, the 6'6", very tall quarterback, 6'6", 225-pound Gene Struthers. Picked 12 picks above John Lakeman, 40th overall in the draft. Run on first down. Bailey O'Shaughnessy getting the handoff, goes nowhere. Gerald, it looked like he lost a yard to me, but they'll spot him back at the line of scrimmage. Second down.
Yeah, and Kappa Jones comes in there and kind of lays the wood on him a little bit right there, and keeps him from getting any positive yardage. And Kappa Jones, former safety, actually played down for my team in, when it was the New Orleans Pharaohs back in the day.
O'Shaughnessy with 90 yards in their last game against the Canton Classics. This time a pass out to the right-hand side, a punishing hit. William McDowell gets the catch and then gets promptly leveled. First down and 10 at the 37. Let's run through the starting offense for the Denver Nightwings. The quarterback is Gene Struthers. Halfback is Bailey O'Shaughnessy. The fullback, R.E. Mills. The wide receivers, William McDowell, Riley Quintero, Logan Keel, and Dylan Lewis. The tight end is Jeremy Mosley. Their left guard, Gene Benazzi. Nice pass over the middle, wide open target, connecting once again with William McDowell. First down and 10 in Queen City territory at the 43.
Oh, yeah, and that's the last 2 plays in a row where they got, some chunky yardage and able to pick up some good stuff there. Looked like some man coverage, and they just couldn't keep with them right there. Matthews just couldn't keep up with the guy there, and kind of let him go free, especially right in the middle. You're playing man coverage. When you got your linebackers like that, your linebackers also have man coverage as well, especially on the tight ends and running backs back there. So it kind of leaves the middle wide open. So you gotta play really tight man coverage to lock that down.
Trips formation up to the top. Gene Struthers changing the play at the line. About a 5-step drop, goes up the left-hand side and connects. Riley Quintero with the catch. First down just outside the red zone.
Horace almost had a hand on it. We get to see a good replay right here. And Quintero kind of kept his concentration. And he just kind of came down with it. Oh, just over the outstretched head. That was a beautiful pass by Struthers. So here they are. Here they are in Queen City territory, and they're definitely on the outside of the red zone here. And the way this is shaping up, if they continue to go down and score, man, we got a shootout.
That's what I'm saying. A couple of teams struggling. Well, maybe not tonight. We'll see. Struthers swings this one out to O'Shaughnessy. O'Shaughnessy gets pushed out of bounds after a 7-yard gain. Second down and 3 from the 15. We'll run through the starting defense for the Queen City Corsairs. The defensive line is L.L. Volt, Dan Dash, and Joseph Sabolka. The linebackers are Kappa Jones, Claudius Periwinkle III, another rookie with a fun name, and Orion Horace. The secondary is Greg Gaines, Ted Haynes, Newton North, Nano Matthews, Todd Rigsby and GB Wallace. 2 backs in the backfield now on 2nd down and 3. O'Shaughnessy breaking through and into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver.
He made a little stutter move, made a guy miss on a diving tackle, and he was able to turn on the jets and run like right up the middle. And look, and as you're going to see the replay here, watch this right. He stutter stepped just a little bit right there and calls him. The guy kind of slid out of his way, and he just ran right by the defense. Great blocking on that play as well, especially by the receivers downfield.
A 15-yard scamper for a touchdown, says Declan O'Rourke on Stats with us today, and I think that's a good way to word it. Shimmied his way through and got it in for 6. Another rookie, first-round pick, 21st overall, Ye Verity on for the extra point. 5'8", 170-pound kicker. Kick is up, and it is good. If you are new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, you can visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. Aerial coverage of today's games provided by Dags DroneWorks, aerial photography and videography services for real estate, events, marketing, and more. You can learn more at dagsdroneworks.com. Kick is returned back up to the 28-yard line. Decent starting field position for Queen City. Their opening drive, Gerald, was a 6-play, 77-yard drive, resulting in a 46-yard touchdown pass. Denver responded with a 6-play, 74-yard drive of their own. See what we see on this drive. See if the scoring can continue, man.
I hope so.
I hope so, too. I hope the final score is like 63-62. The Lake Man gets this one out down to the bottom and able to only gain about 3 yards on the play. Jet 0 with the reception as we see the quarterback comparison after the first drive. Similar stats so far.
Yeah, and look, and both these quarterbacks here, man, there's only one incompletion between the two for each of them having a drive apiece, and they haven't run the ball all that often. A total of 3 times between the two, so it seems like they're content with taking it to the air. It seems at least early on.
Lakeman hands this one off to 0. Oh, and met right at the line and ripped down. Hugo Reynosa says, "No, sir." 3rd down and 6. They'll spot him a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, I think the way he's playing on these first 2 drives, man, anything kind of up the middle with him having a tackle for loss, I do believe this is, he's going to be disruptive right in the middle all game long. But here we are. Look, and it's the thing right here with Denver too, right? Denver does have, a pretty good defense in playing man coverage. They need to be careful here.
They converted the last 3rd down. This time it's swatted away. Deep pass over the middle, but Kindler in on the pass coverage. And we'll see our first punt of the ball game. Greg Morrison on for Queen City to punt this one away. The Lake Man, he was pretty efficient in their loss to Arizona, Gerald. 19-29, 316 yards. It's only 65% completion percentage, but he had 4 touchdowns and a pick. Decent stats that he's going to have to try to keep up tonight.
Yeah. He doesn't have to be perfect, right? He just has to be clean, a little bit cleaner. Coming in today. He's already got 1 touchdown. As long as you don't throw any picks or anything like that, I think they should be all right.
McDowell takes the punt at the 30-yard line and returns it up to the 31 before he is brought right down. We'll see what Denver can do on this drive. Perfect 4 of 4 for Gene Struthers. But it was the legs of Bailey O'Shaughnessy taking it in for a 15-yard touchdown rush. We'll see what they can do here. Struthers 26 of 31, 270 yards. He had no touchdowns in the win over Canton. Did have 1 interception. O'Shaughnessy goes for -2 on 1st down, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, it seems early on, especially between a couple of plays outside that 15-yard run, that these 2 run defenses, man, they're kind of focusing on that. And Bailey O'Shaughnessy, not only is he, a high volume carry running back, he also catches the ball quite often out of the backfield. He's actually their leading receiver.
And not only is he the leading receiver, he's 30th in the league in receptions overall, and that's with only 3 games played. Some teams have played 4. Pass. It's picked. Returning going to be brought down at about the 13-yard line, but a flag on the play. Illegal touching maybe, or PI? What'd you see?
I think they're going to get him for pass interference. He was playing the ball.
No, they do indeed call him for pass interference, and Denver accepts. It wipes the pick off the board. I wish we could get another look at that, but does not look like it's going to happen. So not only does it take the pick away, but it's a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 36, and Struthers dodges a bullet.
The receiver, he just almost took himself out of it. He was just kind of trying to toe tap it on the side and wait for the ball to get to him. DB made a good play, and I'm not sure I like that call.
Yeah, I can tell. O'Shaughnessy with the carry only gains 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8. Struthers has already thrown 9 picks so far this season. Almost had pick number 10. But was able to avoid it. I formation now on 2nd down and 8. 2 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Short drop by Struthers. Wide open out route up top. Riley Quintero gets the catch, but is forced out of bounds at the 45, 1 yard shy of the sticks.
Yeah, that was a good safe route there. You know, you wanna pick up some yards and put yourself in a 3rd and short to make it a lot more manageable. I mean, with a running back like O'Shaughnessy back there, I mean, look, you can run it here. You can throw it to him out of the backfield. I mean, he's got good hands out of the backfield, so I don't think they have much worry. They got plenty of options. It gives Queen City a lot to watch.
O'Shaughnessy takes the handoff. First down. He's off to the races. 1 man to beat, and he can't quite beat him, but a nice run all the way up to the 23-yard line. A huge gain for O'Shaughnessy.
And we're going to see right here, it almost looks like the whole Queen City defense was expecting him to run to the actual weak side right there, because that whole defensive line just shot the gap on the weak side right there, and it just left that wide open, and he just had nothing but room left. And if he doesn't get caught right there, that's a touchdown. 2 huge runs by O'Shaughnessy right here. The 15-yard scamper, as they call it, right? Going in there and getting the first one in here. He picked up a huge chunk for 32.
Greg Gaines with the touchdown-saving tackle. We'll see if it pays off for him. 1st down just outside the red zone. O'Shaughnessy met right in the backfield, brought down LL Volt, the rookie 2nd-round pick. A lot of rookies making up this Queen City roster, Gerald. There was quite a bit of roster turnover this past offseason. They have a rookie quarterback and a lot of rookies on the defense. 2 on the defensive line, a rookie linebacker, 3 rookies in the secondary, and a rookie kicker.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to have some growing pains going forward, especially with what they have, right? They have a little bit of shake-up in coaching and ownership and stuff like that, too. So, but they'll find their feet, Eric Barkley being, leading the charge as the owner. He's going to oversee everything and make sure that they're going to get themselves back where they need to be. But they're a young team, growing team, but they got some veterans on here, though.
Never count out a team from Buffalo, New York.
It's cold. I can attest to that.
I tried warning you, man. You wouldn't listen. Struthers over the middle, and that one is caught. Absolute rope to William McDowell. 1st down and goal from the 4.
Yeah, and here they are. I mean, look. I mean, they're at the 4, and he just look. And they played man coverage right there, and he just trailing. I mean, if you're going to trail the wide receivers like that, I mean, you're going to need some safety help. So safeties might have to start playing a little bit up to be able to give them a little bit of protection, especially in man coverage.
I'd watch for O'Shaughnessy to get this one here. 5 on the line for Queen City. O'Shaughnessy gets the handoff and is brought right down. Actually, I don't even think that is O'Shaughnessy. That's Skeeter Baja. Getting that handoff.
And you can't expect, as Matt would call him, the General Mills there, right? He had to try and block like 3 linebackers up there, and he got his hands on one, but he couldn't get the other ones.
O'Shaughnessy, it looks like he's back in now for a 2nd down and goal. O'Shaughnessy up top. They throw it to him. Breaks the tackle into the end zone. Touchdown, Nightwings, and they take the lead.
It started out as a good drive for the Queen City DB and Ted Haynes, right? Getting a potential pick first team. They got called back for PI on him, and here he is. He had a chance to make that open field tackle, and he just gets shoulder trucked into the ground.
13-7. Denver with the lead. Extra point forthcoming. John Way on to hold for the Nightwings. Yay, Verity back to kick.
He's got some shoulders in that neck roll. He means business.
Extra point is up, and it is good. Denver started off in a bit of a hole, and now back-to-back touchdown drives.
Yeah, I mean, look, they're looking really good. They don't look like the, 1-2 team that they are coming into this week. I mean, they're going down, and they made it look like with relative ease.
Yeah, and I mean they put up some points in their first week 1 and 2 games where they lost. Week 1 against Motor City, they did score 17 points, but then put up quite a fight against the undefeated Arizona Scorpions. They only lost by 3 in a 31-28 game, so they can definitely put points on the board. There was, ironically, their one win that they've had this season was the 12-3 win over the Canton Classics, but already with 14 points on the board here. Over-under is set at 45.5. I'd feel comfortable right now if I bet on the over.
Yeah, I would definitely bet on the over, because look, I mean, Queen City knows, right? Their defense has struggled. They know their offense has got to come through. So, I think the offense should start lighting it up.
5-step drop for the Lake Man, and he finds Adrian Ellis over the middle. We see the quarterback comparison once again, Gerald, and Lake Man's numbers a little bit better, but the scoreboard speaks volumes here.
Yeah, and I guess even in a losing effort last week, the Lake Man throwing 4 touchdowns and 1 pick last week. He, they're showing some more confidence in him, right? Maybe to get him a little bit more, passes per game, right? Because he's at least, one of the least attempts from a quarterback across the league right now, right? So, I mean, he is efficient, but, if they can get more passes, find his guys open, I think he can do some good things.
Only one quarterback with less passing attempts in the league. And, oh, wow, another dot. Tony Zoma getting the catch down to the 23-yard line. That'll be the final play of quarter number 1. So 1 quarter down, 3 to go here in Buffalo. Denver out in front, 14-7 over the Queen City Corsairs. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on YouTube. I'm Mike Daggs. He's Gerald Smith, Declan O'Rourke, and Ethan Kai tracking stats for us tonight. Cameron Irvine back at SFL headquarters producing for us. And the entire Denver defense in the backfield on that snap. Loss of 2.
And the usual suspect in Hugo Reynosa right back there, kind of getting back there along with John Neville, right? Tearing it up back there and keep running back from going anywhere. But look, that's in 3 plays before that last play. Queen City just threw the ball down there with John Lakeman. And look where they're at. Yeah. They're right on the edge of the red zone right now.
The Lake Man getting work done. Delayed handoff to Jet 0. That one goes for a gain of 4. And 0 a little slow to get up after that hit. And menacingly, Stephon Forge just kind of lurking over him. Just like, what? Get up.
That's still like, I'm going to knock you down and I'm going to stand over you and walk over you while you try and get up.
Another 3rd down attempt here for Queen City. 1 of 2 so far on 3rd down. This one towards the end zone, and it's incomplete. Pass was broken up. Was attempting to connect with Doug Spelling, but we'll see a field goal out of this one.
Man, I haven't even seen a Deezer Powell sighting yet. I'm very surprised. Deezer Powell, being in the 3-time All-Star, being in the league for 11 seasons and been right here with Queen City for 6 seasons. So I'm surprised I hadn't seen his number called by the Lake Man yet.
Joe Garfield on for a field goal try. Only missed 1 so far this season on his 4 attempts. This one from about 38 yards. It's up, and it is good from 38 yards out. The SFL would like to recognize some staff who operate mostly behind the scenes to keep the league operational during the season. Corey Menner handles all stat entries on our website. Liam Crowder helps keep the site up and running across the globe. Rochelle Colston prepares all the box scores for statisticians, and Mark Lopez running point on tech support for those books. Check back next week for more staff shout-outs, helping to make the SFL the best operation in sim sports.
Why we didn't get a shout out?
That's what I was waiting for. Maybe next week, Gerald. Maybe next week.
I'm gonna write me a really stern letter to the league office.
Well, listen,
it's gonna have that wax seal on it because I'm gonna go old school and mail it.
Well, Gerald, this was staff recognition behind the scenes. We're here in the booth. People have to listen to us. By the way, we still have to get into that debate about turtles later on. We'll see how the game plays out. Right now, we still got an entertaining, good game on our hands.
Yeah, I'm from the swamp. I know my turtles.
Anyway, back to football we go. Gene Struthers throwing it to Logan Keel. He gets the first down. So, couple of great teams right now so far. I mean, it's the ignore their records that you see at the top of the screen. 1-2 and 0-3. Forget that. We've got some competition going on. There's only been one drive so far that hasn't resulted in points.
Yeah, and he could have had a drive that kind of ended in a pick there, but referees kind of got involved and threw some hankies out there. But look, and here we are. Look, and you know how they're doing it. Aside from like O'Shaughnessy had a couple of big runs, they're doing it through the air. Right, and that's what's surprising right here, right? Because Gene Struthers is not known, right? At least as of right now, right? He's only had 3 touchdowns on the season, But hey, they're moving the ball, and they're getting chunk yardage when they're throwing it as well.
No incompletions for Struthers so far in the game. Hands this one off to O'Shaughnessy on 2nd and 12. And he is gone. 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Oh, he's got time to celebrate. He's not gonna. Touchdown, Night Wings. They reclaim the lead.
64-yard. That's not a scamper. He just broke one tackle and took off. Very good blocking right there. You're going to see it right here. Oh, the general double-teamed the guy, and then he just broke one tackle, and he just outran everybody else. It wasn't even a question. And that's why he's one of the most dynamic backs in the league right here.
Gene Benazzi throwing a key block as well, and with that, O'Shaughnessy over 100 yards on the day. Look at that average, 13.1 yards per carry. It's always good when you have a halfback in the backfield. You hand off the ball, and on average, he'll get you a first down every time. A couple times, he's already gotten a touchdown. 2 touchdown rushes for O'Shaughnessy, and the 1 touchdown pass also went to O'Shaughnessy. So player of the game voting leaning heavily in his favor so far. The extra point is up, and it is good. 21-10 now. Denver out in front over the hometown Corsairs.
See, and this is where Queen City, I think, is going to have some trouble, right? Because they're coming in this week having the 26th ranked rush defense, and then overall yards allowed, they're 27th. So this is where Queen City has struggled, right? Not necessarily on the offensive side, but on the defensive side, they have trouble stopping anybody.
Tony Zoma takes this one out from about his own 5, gets it up to the 29-yard line. And that is where the Corsairs will take back over on offense. Started off with a 6-play, 77-yard drive, resulting in a touchdown. 3 and out on drive number 2, but they got back to it on their 3rd drive to get the second quarter started. A 6-play, 51-yard drive, ending in only a field goal, though. They're going to be looking for a little more out of this one. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. The Lake Man in the gun. Lake Man throws over the middle into traffic, and he's lucky that one wasn't taken away. Nick Kindler had his hands all over that one.
Yeah, and that was intended for Deezer Powell. He may have heard me yelling and screaming it up here that we ain't seen Deezer Powell try to throw it into quadruple coverage, and it just, that wasn't meant to be. We gotta be a little bit smarter with that with the ball than to try to force it in there. But hey, look, I mean he feels like he's got to make something happen because Denver has scored a touchdown on all 3 of their possessions right now. So, he feels like it's all up on their shoulders to be able to do because the defense isn't really cutting it right now.
Jet Zero trying to get something going on the ground, and it gets a nice gain of 7 on the play. Brings up a 3rd down and 3. The Lake Man, 6 of 10, 128 yards. He's got a touchdown. only 60% completion percentage, and third downs, they're still 1 of 2 in third down efficiency so far in this one. Or
Yeah.
give me 1 of 3.
Yeah, and look, and this is where I'd like to start seeing maybe getting to tight ends involved, or maybe some swing routes out the backfield.
The Lake man goes deep on the right-hand side. There he is, Vin Diesel Powell. Touchdown, Corsairs. You asked for it, Gerald. You got it. There's Powell.
I tell you what a way to kind of pull a defense right there, right? You come out in a heavy set, 2 tight end set. Know you got a power back in jet zero. And then you just have this guy run this fade route. Deezer Powell, the 3-time All-Star, right? Run a fade route, and he gets open by yards. I mean, Kindler quit on the play right after Deezer Powell caught the ball.
No, nobody followed him. Nobody even tried to trail him. No safeties went his way. Just wide open to the house. So Queen City watches Bailey O'Shaughnessy run it in for a 64-yard touchdown rush, and they say, what are we going to do? We'll just do a 64-yard touchdown pass to Deezer Powell because we want to get some more points on the board. And they get that one done. Extra point try coming up. Joe Garfield with the kick. It's up, and it is good. Now trailing only by 4. Gerald, we do have a shootout.
Yeah, look, and you know something that's really interesting, just looking at these drive summaries, every time they have traded touchdowns with one another, it's been the first set. Queen City scores on 6 plays. Denver answers 6-play touchdown. Here we are. Denver scores on a 3-play drive on a touchdown, 64 yards run, and then Queen City says, well, I'll match your 3 plays, and then I'll match the exact same yards, but I'll do it in the passing game.
Yeah, listen, we're in Buffalo. Queen City said, hold my beer. Oh, but watch this. William McDowell, he's going down the sideline. No one's going to catch him. That's how you answer a touchdown. You just get another one of your own. William McDowell in for 6 on the kick return touchdown. The points are flying.
I'm not exactly sure what's going on. We just had, I don't know, 3 touchdowns in
seconds.
Like a minute and a half. This is insane. He got good blocking, and look, I think number 24 on Queen City, Radke, had a shot at it. If the kicker didn't get, if Garfield didn't get in his way and kind of tripped him up, he may have had a chance to grab his shoelace and untie it and hope he fumbled and just fell on top of himself, but wasn't meant to be. Here we are, and now Denver's back to their 10-point lead. Pinned this extra point, could be 11.
William McDowell in his 2nd season in the league, the first with Denver. He actually played for Queen City last season, Gerald, and now he's the kick returner and a wide receiver for Denver. And what's he do in his homecoming game? He puts a kick return touchdown on the board for his new team. 28-17, Denver out in front.
I'll tell you what, as an owner, coach in the league as well, that's one of the things you hate to see. Have your guy leave you and then have one of the better plays of the game to go up on you like that. It's that's when you start just pointing them across the field like, I see you.
Yeah, I see you.
I see what you're doing.
We should have paid you. Tony Zoma not able to replicate. I was kind of expecting it based on how this game's gone back and forth so far. I thought we might see Zona put up a kick return touchdown of his own, but not to be. 28-17. Man, they cut the lead down to 4, and just like that, they're back up to an 11-point deficit. But they've got the ball back. We'll see what they can do on this drive. 3 plays, 71 yards last time with that big pass to Deezer Powell. Another delayed handoff to Jet Zero. Spins past a couple of tacklers and gets a 7-yard gain. The halfback comparison's not really fair and shouldn't be on the screen right now.
It's look, and you know something's crazy. So I'm sitting there looking at it, right? I'm not really a betting man, but I'm looking at it. The over-under is 45.5. We're not even halfway through the 2nd quarter, and we're at 45.
Well, hopefully y'all took the over, because we're going to hit the over. Short pass over the middle to Zona keeps the drive alive. Moves the chains at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, look, and they're answering back right here, right? They're not doing the big flashy plays right now. They're trying to keep it safe. It's just, man, but they're gonna have look, and maybe they're trying to take some time off of the clock here, right, to give Denver no time at all, to try and answer the score. But because Denver will receive the second half kick.
The Lake man throws. Whoa. It's Doug Spelling. Is he going to get caught? 10-5 touchdown, Queen City. I hope you took the over because we're there.
Oh, man. What is with these big plays tonight? Watching Doug Spelling. He just finds himself over. Lake man said, I got you, boo. And then he hits him and he's just gone.
TJ Frosty trying to get the tackle. I don't know if he was trying to get the tackle or if he was just trying to get the ball, but he's laying on the ground. Spelling just runs right past him. 60 yards for Spelling to the house. And we've cut it back down to a 5-point game. Joe Garfield on for another extra point try. John the Lake Man himself, 9-13 with 257 yards and 3 touchdowns. He had 4 in his last game as well. This time he's already at 3 halfway through the second quarter. Look at those yardage totals, Gerald. That's some final stat numbers right there.
Yeah, dude, and look at it. They're both average. Both teams are averaging over a first down per play. Average yards per play.
28-24. My goodness. Monday night, the budding rivalry between Indianapolis and Minnesota writes its third chapter with first place in the Central Division on the line. Catch Cameron Irvine and Paul Sarp on the call and recapping all the action on this week in the SFL starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. All the excitement is on Monday only on SFL YouTube. The Cam and Paul Monday Night Spectacular back once again. Fresh off a kick return for a touchdown. He only gets up to the 24-yard line this time. William McDowell also got 30 yards receiving on a pair of catches as well. We'll see what they can do on this drive. It's been quite the scoring fest, Gerald. We've only got one drive out of 9 that has not resulted in some sort of points.
Yeah, and you want to know something? It's for 4 touchdowns is a total of 10 plays for 4 touchdowns for these teams. It's insane.
Short drop, swinging it out to O'Shaughnessy. Got a little turned around, gets a nice gain, but a flag on the play. Looks like it might be holding.
Yeah, it's either holding or there's going to be a block in the back, clipping.
Number 84.
And it does look like they're calling it a clipping. Back, blocking the back, as you say. I'm going to call that one on Denver. Jeremy Mosley, the tight end, the culprit. Tight end's kind of quiet on both sides so far, Gerald.
The man had to get some sort of a stat line. All these receivers and running backs are getting it.
It's like, if I'm not going to get a catch, I'll get a flag. I'm getting something. 1st and 20 as Denver looks at their first big yard-to-gain play of the night. Swinging it back out to O'Shaughnessy, just going right back to where they left off. And a nice gain of 7. Makes the penalty really only cost them a 3-yard loss on that first down. Quarterback comparison, wow, it was pretty comparable throughout the first few times we've seen that, and now the Lake man's got more than double Struthers' yards.
Yeah, I know, and if you take it on the flip side, right, like the Lake man's got way more yardage and touchdowns on his stat line than his counterpart in Struthers, and you got O'Shaughnessy on Denver, got way more touchdowns and yards than his counterpart in Jet Zero. They're doing it in different ways.
Yeah, they absolutely are, yeah. Struthers swings that one out to O'Shaughnessy. And O'Shaughnessy breaks through for another big play. Can anybody catch him? Oh, they finally get him out of bounds, but he gets into Queen City territory. Another huge run for Bailey O'Shaughnessy as he piles on the yardage.
Dude, that was a 38-yard screen pass, out route, whatever you want to call it, swing route. O'Shaughnessy breaks a tackle, and then he just runs. And now they're in Queen City territory.
First down and 10 from the 40. Two backs in the backfield. Struthers in the gun. Quick pass by Struthers. Oh, right between 2 defenders. He'll gain 9.9. Second down and inches, connecting with Logan Keel.
Yeah, the linebacker was right there. Periwinkle the third. He kind of was right there. I think he saw the ball a little bit too late coming right across him. Just didn't get his hand in there soon enough.
Second down and inches from the Queen City 30. A 4-point lead. Queen City hoping to hold this one to a field goal at worst at this point. Back-to-back passes to Keel. And that will bring them up inside the red zone. First down and 10 from the 16-yard line. Ted Haynes with the tackle.
Man, they're just down here already. If
Yeah.
we don't, if anybody watching this game doesn't think this is going to be a shootout at this point, it's already a shootout and ain't even a halftime. We have over 50 points.
Jack Stata might want to, reassess at halftime and throw a new over/under up there. Let's see. We're already what at 52 points in the game.
Points, yeah.
Over/under is going to be 70. 3 wide receivers on the field now on first down. Struthers short pass over the middle. That one's caught. Man, just breaks through tackles like it's nothing. Jeremy Mosley finally hashtag throw it to the tight end. They get him involved. First and goal from the 6.
Yeah, he's like, man, I had to make myself known to let him know I was still out on the field.
Don't forget
hey,
me.
man, I'm here. So he had to give it a little bit of something else too after he caught the ball, break a tackle, and get his team nearly at the 5-yard line.
Struthers with 1 touchdown pass already in the game. To O'Shaughnessy looking for the second one. This time he connects for another touchdown. Jeremy Mosley on back-to-back receptions. This one goes for 6.
Man, they're just both these teams are just going up and down the field. I don't know if anybody knows how to stop anybody. And it's kind of really uncharacteristic at this point, right, for Denver, because they have one of the best defenses in the league coming into this week, despite their 1-2 record.
It's crazy. I mean, the scoring drives just keep on rolling. I kind of want to go back and watch Queen City's second drive of the game. How did they go 3 and out? They only gained 4 yards on the drive, but every other drive of the entire game has been a scoring drive, most of them for touchdowns. Extra point is up, and it is good. 35-24. Denver just really enjoys having that 11-point lead. They get it back once again.
Yeah, and here is going to be Queen City to try and answer this stuff here, because man, it's just a whole buttload of points right now on the board, dude. You can't start. It's going to be like basketball score before it's over with.
Tony Zoma takes this one out from the 5, brings it up to the 26. 3 minutes and change here in quarter number 2. So Queen City looking to get some more points on the board on this drive. Denver will start half number 2 with the ball, so Queen City definitely looking to score while they can. That pass into heavy traffic over the middle is broken up. Second down and 10.
Yeah, it looks like he was trying to hit Deezer Powell again right there, trying to look for that magic. But defender, it's just right into traffic. So much traffic right there with the linebackers kind of hanging out in the middle, kind of expecting something to come over the middle. He was able to get his hands on it and knock it to the ground.
Devin King, the inside linebacker for Denver, came over from the Baltimore Vultures in free agency this past offseason. 5 seasons now in the league. No all-star appearances, but keep making plays like that, and he'll get there for sure. The Lake Man. Short drop. Throws over the middle into traffic again. That time it looked like it was batted down by the ref, but, maybe it was Stephon Forge. I'm not sure. It was one of the two.
Yeah, was able to get his mid-sub, Doug Spelling there. Man, he's trying all those high-profile guys. Coming in through there. But look, here it is, 3rd and long, and, how did they go on 3 and out? It might be something similar to how this drive is shaping out right here.
Yeah, this one's looking a little bleak. We'll see what they can do here. 2 of 4 on 3rd down. The Lake Man throws it, and the duck is caught. What a throw Yeah, however you get it done, you get it done. Doug Spelling with the catch.
When in doubt, the Lake man said, I'm going to harness the GOAT of all time and Matt Wilson and throw the duck because I know it's going to get it done. I've seen it on film many a times. Got it to Doug Spelling and got him past midfield now.
Sounded like you just said Duck Spelling. Through the duck to the Duck Spelling. They're going to stay with the pass, empty backfield on first down. The Lake man throws a much shorter, more reliable throw that time. Zoma with the 5-yard catch. 2.5 to go in quarter number 2.
And whenever I see those short passes like that, the way this game's been going, like, man, why y'all doing that?
Just throw it deep.
just throw it deep. Let's keep the excitement up.
Queen City has 2 receivers with longs of 60 yards or more in Doug Spelling and Deezer Powell. Jet Zero says, don't forget about me. Throws a defender down to the turf. Ramiro Morales gets the stiff arm. Then TJ Frosty cleans it up. Nice run on the play, though. First down and 10 at the 35.
I tell you what, if he doesn't come in and clean that up, I think Jet Zero's still running.
What's this stiff arm? Yeah. And Frosty says, no, sit down.
That's the only way you can kind of, put Jet Zero to the ground like that, as if you catch him off guard.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. 35-24, Queen City trailing by 11, but they've got the football 35 yards away from the end zone. Henry Jones in the chat says, Aflac pass for the first. Yeah, it was. Hike the Earth says, Rubber Ducky. I've got a 3D printed duck on my desk. Right up here in the booth. It travels with us. Jet Zero gets the handoff. Turning those legs forward. Gain 6 on the play. Not calling any timeouts. I'm sure Queen City wants to try to burn up some of this clock before they score.
Yeah, with how quick everybody is scoring right now, right? Especially how Denver has scored really, really quick. Their last 3-4 touchdowns. One was on a darn kickoff return, so you utilize a lot of this time off and actually get some points out of it, because you got to kick to Denver after the half.
The Lake man throws a 1-yard pass, and it ends up going for 0 yards as Zero hops backwards. So now third down and 4. Definitely want to let this clock tick down in case you're not able to convert.
Yeah, and either way it goes, right? If you're in a situation right here, I think you'd be a little bit protective over what you got going on right here. Don't force anything that you don't have to, because right now you have a pretty good rookie kicker here that you might be able to, get you at least 3 points out of.
And he's just going to throw this one away. He's actually lucky that didn't count as a backwards pass. Robert Brady applying the pressure brings up a 4th down. 1 minute to go in the quarter. Clock is stopped, and Joe Garfield will come out for his second field goal try of the game. Made the first one from 38 yards out. This one will be from about the same.
Yeah, if he can knock this in here, and just hope that the Queen City defense, right, pinning this kick right here, can actually hold the Denver offense from doing anything. Baylor O'Shaughnessy has gotten some good runs in the game.
45-yard field goal. My math was a little wrong. Is up and good. Garfield gets the kick through. And Queen City's able to narrow the margin a little bit. Makes it a 1-score game.
I don't think he kicked that ball clean. It looked like that was kind of approaching the upright right there on the right side of that goalpost there. It wasn't a clean end-over-end kick either. It got the job done.
Kick return brought up to the 24-yard line. 51 seconds to go. Gerald, how aggressive would you be when you have an 11-point lead and you're about to get the ball back after the half? 51 seconds, all 3 timeouts.
Well, if you want to go in there, right, with a 1-score lead, right, at this point, they are 8-point. They're up 8 points. I would just hand it to O'Shaughnessy and see if he can make the magic like he did earlier in the game.
Absolutely, O'Shaughnessy in this one already over 100 yards on the day, and that one will cost him a yard as he loses 103 yards on the day for O'Shaughnessy. after that loss of 1. 30 seconds, clock rolling.
Yeah, I think they're gonna let it run down, and if they're lucky, they might get 2 plays out of it. But I don't think they're gonna do anything other than give it to O'Shaughnessy. I wouldn't be surprised if they throw it to him out of the backfield either.
Well, we've seen a 64-yard run out of O'Shaughnessy. Why not try it again, see what he can do? This time, Queen City ready for it. Couple-yard gain, and that looks like that'll probably be the final play of half number 1.
Yeah, I think they're all gonna just go to the locker room right here and be like, I don't know really what's going on, but there's been, well over 60 points scored.
Crazy first half in this one as the second quarter comes to a close. Denver out in front 35-27 over the Queen City Corsairs. Don't go anywhere, team, because we're starting the second half right now. Denver to get the ball back here to get the second half started. I'm Mike Dykes. He's Gerald Smith, Declan O'Rourke, and Ethan Kai with us on stats. Cameron Irvine back at SFL headquarters on the production for us. Joe Garfield kicks this one off. And William McDowell, who's already got 1 kick return for a touchdown, brings this one up to the 25. So first half stats, Gerald, 13 of 13. A perfect 100% completion percentage for Gene Struthers. He's also got 2 touchdown passes, one of which went to Bailey O'Shaughnessy, the halfback, with over 100 yards on 11 rushing attempts. He's also got 2 rushing touchdowns as well to help give the Nightwings their 35-27 lead here over the Queen City Corsairs. Struthers on first down, swings it out to O'Shaughnessy, and without skipping a beat, Kappa Jones brings him down for no gain on the play.
Yeah, and look, and Gene Struthers, even in their winning effort last week, right? The guy had an 83.9 completion percentage last week. No touchdowns, 1 interception, but he was real efficient with the ball, only had a few mistakes, a total of 5 incompletions last week on 31 attempts.
Yeah, he sure did. O'Shaughnessy trying to add more to his yardage total. He'll gain 3. Brings up a 3rd down and 7. I don't even know if Denver has a punter on the roster, Gerald, but this is one of the first opportunities that it looks like we might get to see him.
Well, on that play right there, I think O'Shaughnessy was telling General Mills to just be like, hey, man, go block this guy. And then O'Shaughnessy chose the wrong route. Instead of run outside, ran inside, ran into all the guys.
Struthers in the gun, throws over the middle. It is incomplete. Was trying to connect to Jeremy Mosley. Good coverage on the play. The pass was broken up on the tackle. And, wow, look, there is a punter. Quito Vasquez, number 3 on the roster.
Well, I guess, and look, and you know what it was? It was a 3 and out.
It was indeed a 3 and out.
Both punts by both teams have been a 3 and out. Now, is Queen City going to flip it and start just racking up points?
We'll see. Tony Zoma standing back at about his own 40-yard line, waiting to receive this punt. They pick up to the 42-yard line, and we've got a game update from SFL headquarters. Cameron Irvine, take it away.
Thank you, Mike. Over on Next Level Sports, Arizona compiled nearly 400 yards of offense in the first half, but Terrence Weary saves the London Knights and gets a kick return just before the half. 35-24. We got shootout over on national TV as well. Back to you all.
All right, thank you, Cam. Live from Phoenix. 1-yard gain on that run. Jet Zero, he's averaging 4 yards per carry, but needs to maybe get utilized a little bit more. Only 34 yards on the day so far.
Yeah, I think now that they've actually gotten themselves in a situation as a 1-score lead and actually got the ball back, I think they might want to try and slow the game down. And right as I say that, Lakeman says, nah, man.
Yeah, we're going to the skies. Throw a duck, Lake man. Do the shuffle. I missed the shuffle. Oh, he's going deep down the right sideline. Teaser Powell with the catch. Who needs to listen to Gerald? Just follow the Lake man's direction. He'll lead you to victory.
Yeah, don't listen to me. Kindler almost had a finger on it. Nice touch by the Lake man right there, and he put it right in the spot, right where his man can only get it. And Teaser Powell, the veteran that he is, Got both his feet in bounds and secured the catch.
Perfect spiral, too. You see that?
Yeah.
That was no duck. Deezer Powell
He's a
passing.
multifaceted man. He can throw ducks. He can throw spirals.
He'd do it all. He could do a shuffle. Remember the shuffle in his first game that we called out in his minor league career? Oh, that one was almost, I don't know who he was even looking for. I guess he was throwing it to James Matthew Jr., but that one almost easily went for 6 the other direction. Stephon Forge getting his hands on it.
Yeah, I think James Matthew was like, look, man, Mosley got a couple of catches and a touchdown. Where's my love? It's not only Spelling and Powell, pal.
Second down and 10. Lakeman goes deep down the left-hand sideline and laying out for it and almost getting it. It was Ron Hoff trying to get back to Doug Spelling. Third down and 10.
Man, that would have been something amazing to see, especially in this high-scoring game. If Doug Spelling would have did his little ballerina impression and pirouette right around and grabbed that ball and went in the end zone.
Third down and 10 now for Queen City.
You're on the edge of field goal range, maybe.
Yeah, deep edge of it, though, for a rookie kicker. We'll see. 4 wide receivers in the set. Lakeman going for a big pass, and he's got it down to the 12. He ain't afraid of nothing. Deezer Powell with the catch. Lakeman just throwing it straight into him.
You know, I said in my opening is whatever, QB can be composed in the back and have confidence against the opposing defense is going to win this game. I don't think either QB cares what the other defense is doing. They're just going to throw it anyway.
They're slinging that rock, man. They heard the over-under was, what did I say, 70? I think we're already there.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't put it up high enough. The over-under's 90 now. We'll see what happens. The Lakeman looks, throws down to the 11-yard line. Connects to Jet 0, second down and 9.
62 points in 3 and 2 quarters.
Yeah, barely. We're at 8 minutes left in the third. Yeah, 3 minutes into quarter number 3. And we already got 62 points in this one.
I want to see over 100 points scored. That's what I want to see.
Well, we might. Spelling with 3 catches and 129 yards on the day. 2 receivers set. They'll pitch it to 0. 0 met right in the backfield, wrestled down. And that one will go for a 2-yard loss. Stephon Forge with the tackle. Third down and 11. Joe Garfield warming up his leg on the sidelines.
Yeah, and Forge read it right on the edge. It's like when he knew that pitch was coming, he was just right out there to just grab him right as 0 tried to set the edge.
The Lakeman under center on third down and 11. Looks towards the end zone. Powell, touchdown, Queen City. The points just coming buckets.
Yeah, and I saw Kindler kind of looking in the backfield, kind of looking at the Lakeman there, and Deezer Powell was able to just run right by him and run that corner route. And he was open. And by the time the Lakeman, and look, the Lakeman put a good ball. He's 5 yards separated from Kindler there. So it's, and Lakeman put a good ball, and Deezer Powell was able to keep both his feet inbounds, even though it's right in the back, jumped up to get it. Oh, man, do you go for 2 here? And they are going for 2.
They are indeed.
Early in the third.
That's it, yeah. The unique situation. They can get this one tied up so we can hit the 70-point mark right now. The Lakeman looks, steps up, fires, and that one is picked off. So that will not be a successful conversion try. And per Declan O'Rourke in the stats truck, Gerald, it's raining touchdowns. Number 17 with a 13-yard touchdown reception. Queen City finally cutting that lead down to 2. They opened up the game with a scoring drive. They led 7-0 at that point. Denver tied and then got up 14-7. Have not looked back yet. They've held the lead this whole time, but now just nursing a 2-point lead, and they fumble the ball, and it's recovered by the Corsairs. Oh, no.
What?
William McDowell had a kick return touchdown earlier on in the ball game, and this time cost his team dearly as he fumbles this one away.
Oh, that was just a
punched out
right there.
Yeah, that was punched out by Stephen McMichaels one of the tight ends of the Corsairs, also on special teams. And the Lake Man with his 147.1 rating, 346 yards, and 4 passing touchdowns is looking for number 5. They start off first down and 10 at the Denver 26. The Lake Man throws another 1-yard dump down to Jet 0. Goes for a gain of 4, second down and 6. This game is wild.
Wild. I was about to say bananas, but I don't know what the Western New York term is for like bananas, right? It's like
we have bananas here, believe it or not. We've got them right here in Buffalo.
Frozen bananas?
Well, they are frozen right now. Yeah, you put them in ice cream, you call it a banana split.
Dude, frozen bananas are good. You ever had frozen bananas?
Well, yeah, a banana split.
It's not frozen.
Well, yeah, it's refrigerated. There's football going on, man. Jet 0, he goes for a loss of 1 on that play. Why would you eat a frozen banana?
Because they're good. You ever have frozen grapes?
Dude, no, I eat my grapes fresh.
No, man. Frozen
just like my bananas.
Frozen grapes are delicious.
Well, you got to ripen the banana, but then you eat it.
You don't have to ripen it.
You banana? You don't want to eat a green banana.
You just get them in the store. They're already yellow.
Well,
green.
Right, but... Oh,
you don't ripen it.
5 wide on third down. The Lakeman, he's going for it all again, and he connects all the way down to the 3-yard line. Tony Zoma with the jumping catch in traffic.
I'm starting to feel like they're picking on Kindler over there because that was right. He looked like he got mossed by Zoma. Right there. Yeah, he mossed him.
Yeah, Kindler went for the pick, and Zoma says, that's mine.
I don't know, man. Like the Lake Man's picking on Kindler over there because that'll be like the doesn't have, I don't know, what, 2-3 touchdowns thrown against him on that side?
The Lake Man under center now. Hands the ball off to Jet 0. 0 tackled in the backfield for a loss. And man, he's been everywhere. Stephon Forge making plays all over the place for this defense, trying to hold the Corsairs to a field goal at best now.
Look, and if you look at that stat line comparison between the running backs, you're like, oh man, it's no question. It should be lopsided. But when you look at the Lake Man stats, it's great. And then you look at Strother's stats, they're great.
Yep. A great game all around. The Lake Man, corner of the end zone.
Wow.
Touchdown Corsairs. They reclaim the lead here in quarter number 3.
The patience the Lake Man had right there to let that route develop. And Zoma being look, the veteran that he is, right? He was in and he just found his way in the back of the end zone. And the Lake Man found him. And he just said, let me keep my feet in bound right there. I have no words for what's going on right now.
5 passing touchdowns now for the rookie, John Lakeman. Gerald, he only came into the game with 8 passing touchdowns on the season. There's a chance he could get 8 passing touchdowns tonight.
Yeah.
Hike the Earth in the chat says simulated food league. I think we may have gone off on too big of a tangent there.
Frozen bananas, frozen grapes, especially when you move out to Western New York, everything's frozen.
It is frozen. I don't know what to tell you. I tried warning you about the weather here, but here we are in 30-degree Buffalo, and this is actually a warm day for February. Queen City now with a 5-point lead, 40-35 over the Nightwings. Miss any SFL action? Want to fast forward your SFL experience? Check out highlights of SFL games on the SFL YouTube channel and on Highlight Nation, provided by Victor's Valiant, YouTube's premier sports highlight maker. Subscribe to Highlight Nation and Victor's Valiant on YouTube for all your college football and basketball needs. And don't forget to subscribe to the SFL's YouTube channel as well. First down and 10 from the 25-yard line. Gene Struthers, he's only missed 1 pass all game, and that was in this last drive.
I'm laughing because it just says you how the game's been going. That's just the line of a shotgun on first down.
Deep pass over the middle into double coverage. Who cares? First down and 10 at the 45. It doesn't matter who's in defense, what they're doing. Just throw the ball. Look at these stats.
Raleigh Quintero says, I'm good for 20, Gene. Just go ahead and toss me the rock, and I'll pull it down and get us near midfield.
Approaching 600 combined passing yards, and what they got, 7 touchdowns between them. Not to mention, by the way, O'Shaughnessy's got 2 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, with a 9.7 average. Look, both QBs are over 150 QBR.
Absolutely wild. Out route down to the bottom, a nice efficient pass. Logan Keel with the catch, gain of 5. We've got an update from Phoenix. Cameron Irvine, what do you got?
Phoenix Dags outrace you 40-35 and see you 42-31 as Johnny Pickler hits Fox Highwind for the score. Both quarterbacks over 300 yards, and we're still scoring points in Arizona on Next Level Sports. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Cam. Well, we got over 100 points between the two games. Let's see if we can hit 200. Bailey O'Shaughnessy gets the first down to the Queen City 36-yard line. They're already knocking on the door, getting ready to score again. They want that lead back, Gerald.
Right. Look, and talking about these two scores right here between the two, man. That's scoreboard watching of a different sort. Nah, they can't best us. We're gonna score more than them. We can't let them beat it. Hey, they got the TV game. Maybe we should have been, right?
Yeah, right. Where was the Buffalo love? Or the Buffalo, as we call it.
The Buffalo?
Buffalo. Yeah, we sell T-shirts that say Buffalo on them. I don't know, man. I didn't make the T-shirt. O'Shaughnessy pushing forward up the middle, gains 9 on the play. 117 yards on 12 carries so far for O'Shaughnessy.
Dude, he's just killing it right now. Like, man, it's like especially on Denver's side, man. Like all game, it's like they have an excellent running game. They're having an excellent passing game. Quarterbacks playing bananas with only 1 incompletion. Running backs over, well over 100 yards.
O'Shaughnessy gets the first down and a little bit more, tackled at the 23-yard line. 3 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. First down just outside the red zone.
Yeah, and I think O'Shaughnessy sitting back thinking, hey man, look, the Lake man's got 5 touchdowns. I got 3. Man, I need to step up my game a little bit.
He's starting to show him up. First 5 touchdown game of John Lakeman's professional career, and comes in only his 4th career game. Second down and 8 after that short gain of 2, tackled by Claudius Periwinkle III.
CP3.
CP3 indeed.
Game is just bananas right now.
Frozen bananas.
Frozen bananas.
This game is frozen bananas and frozen grapes. So much frozen craziness. Riley Quintero getting back involved. Gets a gain of 5 on the play. Third down.
Now, if I'm the if I'm Tom Welsh on the sideline, right, head coach, at 3rd and 3, and for Queen City, like, what do you do to stop this here, right? Because you got O'Shaughnessy in the back who's just playing out of his mind, and then you got Struthers playing out of his mind. Then they come out in the 4 wide receiver set, and you're like, I don't know what's happening.
Struthers steps up in the pocket, hits and he throws, and it's incomplete. Brought down on the play by L.L. Volt, getting the QB pressure, and Ye Verity will be on for a field goal try, but that's going to leave them still trailing by 2. So Queen City nursing their lead.
Right, and the rookie 2nd round pick coming in there, getting hit on a quarterback to not allow him to be able to throw the ball to anybody down the field. That's the best way to do it, is just stop the ball from moving, just somehow get it to be able to knock to the ground.
33-yard field goal try from the right hash is up, and it is good. DJ Woods in the chat saying, I'm eating pizza. I don't know why he's saying that, but I hope you're enjoying your pizza, sir. Arena Football edits Iowa corn. Is there something special about Iowa corn?
I don't know. I know this thing, Idaho potatoes. I know that ain't
right.
Iowa, but
I don't know, man.
Well, Iowa's full of cornfields, man.
That's pretty much all there is. It's cornfields as far as the eye can see. So it's made in Iowa, says Capachone. So, okay.
How come you got, Nebraska Cornhuskers? Why it ain't the Iowa Corn Shuckers or something?
Questions that will go unanswered forever. So Queen City with their 2-point lead, 40-38. What did I say the new over-under was, 90? We're going to hit that, too. We're 12 points away, man. It's 2 touchdowns and we beat it.
If they don't get 2 touchdowns, I'd be surprised if they don't get 2 touchdowns.
Hey, we got
the 2 of them.
Still, what, another 12 and a half minutes to go in the game.
We need 22 points.
Oh, look at this. They're going to Jet Zero sitting on the sideline right now like, I guess I'm not needed. The Lake man under center. 4 wide receivers and a tight end in the set. The Lake man out route down to the bottom. Good for 3.
Man, he kind of deked him there. Man, he took that 7-step drop and then dumped it up the spelling for a 3-yard gain. He's like, gotcha. I think he's setting him up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Woods says he just saw the Simulation Food League comment, so I guess he told us what he was eating. We have no snacks. Got to fix that next week. There's no snacks in the booth. Yeah, we got water.
Ice cubes.
Frozen bananas. We're not bringing frozen bananas in the booth, just to be clear. Got Zero getting a little turned around, ran the wrong way, and that'll cost him yards. Hugo Reynosa says, I don't know where you're going, but you're going to get tackled for a loss of 1. 29 yards on the day now, 4-0.
Yeah,
you 28.
Yeah, you don't make a mistake around Hugo Reynosa in the backfield. I actually think Jet Zero was like, hey, man, am I supposed to have the ball? Like, I don't get it.
Ethan Kai saying plantains is what we should be eating. I don't know. Focus. Oh, deep down the right side. Nearly a pick.
Kindler says, I'm not getting beat again. I'm getting my hands on it. I'm going to try and catch it, but he kind of juggled it a bit. He was too excited. Maybe the ball was a little bit too big. He saw it. His eyes got big. And
imagine if he missed. And
I hate to say it, but I would have probably picked on the man. I've been like, look, man, go there, go to the sideline, eat whatever's frozen because we're in Buffalo. Take a break.
Only the second punt of the ball game for Queen City. Greg Morrison. I had to look it up. I don't even know the punter's name. Greg Morrison to punt this one away. Fair catch called by McDowell back at the 34-yard line. So now Denver in position to reclaim the lead, even with a field goal, only trailing by 2. 37 seconds to go in the third quarter. And Denver struggled a little bit here so far in the second half, Gerald, compared to the first half where they scored points on every single drive other than when the first half ended. Their first drive was a 3-and-out. Their second drive, if you want to call it, they fumbled the kickoff. O'Shaughnessy says, well, we'll get some going right now. Passes midfield on that run, get up to the 45-yard line. You know, Denver was able to get a 33-yard field goal on that third drive, Gerald, but that's it so far out of 3 attempts.
Yeah, and I guess they said, "Hey, man, let's just go back to what's been working." 9.7 yards a carry, that guy's got. That's a first down. It makes you think, "Hey, why you wouldn't run it to him?" But then you look up at the top, you say, "Hey, our quarterback's got 90% completion percentage. We can't miss."
143 yards on the day now for O'Shaughnessy. 3 touchdowns to his name as well. McDowell gets the catch, gets the first down at the 34. That will bring the third quarter to a close. 3 quarters in the books. 11 minutes remains here in Buffalo, New York. Queen City out in front, 40-38 over the Night Wings. Night Wings are on the move, though. They're getting ready to score. DJ Wood says, I can bring you all ice cream. What flavors do you want before the fourth quarter hits? Well, the fourth quarter hit, it's too late.
No, he can still bring it. I'll have some Mardi Gras king cake ice cream.
Nobody's heard of that but you.
Oh, man, it's delicious.
Mardi Gras king cake ice cream. All right, everybody in the chat, just say yes or no. Have you ever heard of Mardi Gras king cake ice cream? 3-yard run on first down. Telling you.
No, you guys are just sheltered if they haven't heard of it. Live a little. Look, Kappa Jones, yep. Sounds like sugar overload. You're right. Hike to earth. That is a sugar overload.
Yeah, Kappa Jones is lying. He's never heard of that. Struthers up top to Logan Keel. Sets up a 3rd down and 3, 4 yards on the play.
Look, and this sets up anything, whether it's O'Shaughnessy or it's a pass. And how you gonna tell Kappa Jones he don't know what Mardi Gras king cake ice cream is when the man played in Louisiana?
Oh, you're right. I forgot about that fact. O'Shaughnessy trying to get the first down, not going to do it. Brought down at the 28-yard line by a host of tacklers. Made it when he played with the Pharaohs.
Facts. Facts. That's a fact.
So Denver held to a field goal try. Verity on for a 45-yard attempt. This one will reclaim the lead if they can make it. High snap brought down. Kick is on its way, and it is good from 45. Denver back out in front, 41-40 over the Queen City Corsairs. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and find the perfect track for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. One Mardi Gras cake, ice cream coming up. King cake. It's king cake, which is delicious. Gerald actually sent me a king cake all the way from Louisiana to New York, and it was amazing. It's like just eating a cinnamon roll cake. Delicious stuff. I can only imagine it in ice cream. It's got to be great. King cake ice cream. You're not going to find that here in New York, though. We're going to have to import it or just make it. Well, can we sell king cake ice cream at our snowball stand that we're going to open?
Yeah, man. Yeah, we can sell anything we want. We can make it from scratch. Got an ice cream maker, I don't even know how you make that.
I'm going to turn New York on its head.
I just feel like when somebody makes ice cream, they just got to churn it like butter or something. I have no idea how it's made.
Churning it like butter. Oh, the Lake Man back to pass. Pressure all over him, but somehow still, because of course he does, he still gets the completion. Geezer Powell with the catch, his 6th of the ball game.
I tell you what, for the Lake Man to be able to be on his back foot and throw that pass and get it to Deezer Power on a rope without any kind of interference from the defender was something to definitely see from the rookie making a pass like that.
King cake is the only cake that has a baby hidden inside of it. And if you don't know what I just said, I don't blame you, but it's true. The Lake Man to throw on 2nd down and 4. Checks it down to 0 and gains 2. Sets up a 3rd down and 2 now for the Corsairs. They're 6 of 10 on 3rd down so far in the game. They were 3-4 in the 3rd quarter, though. That's a very efficient 3rd down conversion. We'll see what they can do here in quarter number 4. And they're going to go into the shotgun on 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, I was thinking they might come out with the fullback with Bovine and Jet Zero.
Instead, the Lake Man just does the check down, gets it done. That was smart play. See if something was open up deep, and if it's not, go back to that one. That's been working for them all night. It's not going for huge yards, but they only needed 2.
Yeah, look, and that just shows him right now, being a rookie, man. He's playing beyond his years in the league right now, right? And he's got a clean sheet on his, as far as interceptions goes, and got 5 touchdowns. And hey, take what they give you. All you need is 2 yards. Shoot, you get 2 and a quarter. You picked it up.
0 goes for 4 on that one. 2nd down and 6. So, anybody's game so far. 41-40. Still most of the 4th quarter left to go. John the Lakeman, the rookie, getting it done so far in this one. 24-34, over 400 yards, 5 touchdowns. He will throw on 2nd down and 6. Goes over the middle, and he's connected once again with his target. Doug Spelling, 408 yards now for the Lake Man.
I don't know if his pump fake did anything, but it looks like he had the defender kind of running too far ahead of him, and Doug Spelling was able to just get it behind the defender. It worked. I thought it was, I'm not going to lie, I thought it was close to getting picked, man, but Doug Spelling right off the hip.
I formation now on 1st down. 0 gets the handoff. Looking a little slow coming out of that one. He'll go absolutely nowhere. 2nd down.
Well, they still got to keep the the defense honest right there, even though they have their most successful plays coming out of the passing game. They just gotta keep doing their thing and moving the ball down a point.
Lakeman in the gun, 2nd down, throws over the middle. Frozen rope in Buffalo. Connects with the tight end. James Matthew Jr., his first catch of the ball game, is a big one all the way down to the 13-yard line.
I'm not going to say I was watching that play develop, and I seen Doug Spelling off to the left side of John Lakeman wide open on the edge, but he decides to gamble and throw to to his tight end, James Matthews Jr. is probably yelling in his ear, saying, I ain't got a darn catch yet, and we got almost 6 minutes left in this game. You better give me the ball, and he got it.
3 wide receiver set on first down and 10. The Lake man dumps it down. 0 gets 4. And they're inside the 10-yard line. The quarterback comparison, I mean, the Lake man doubling Struthers in just about every way.
Man, it's kind of crazy, right? Right now, here we are, right at 5.5 minutes, kind of ticking down. And what do you do if you're Queen City if you punch this ball in? You go for 2 or you don't?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it unless I had to. And with a 6-point lead, you wouldn't have to. 0 gets a couple yards on the play. It's tough, though, because, then if you allow Denver to go down the field and get a touchdown, then, they can win the game with an extra point. But so far in the second half, this Queen City defense has held Denver to just 2 field goals on, 4 or 5 drives, 4 drives. So, I don't know. I would rely on my defense.
Denver needs to watch Deezer on the out route or Zoma going in the corner.
Lake man down at the bottom. Doesn't get the touchdown, but does get the first. Connected with Powell, just like he said. First down and goal from the 2.
Man, I think he had a couple of guys open there. He went with the safe thing with Deezer Powell on that hot route, doing the out route right there. But Zoma looked like he hit that corner route and maybe had some space, but he went with the stuff and just going to, hey, get it at the 2. Maybe that's what he planned, just kind of run some time out.
I guess there's no harm in going for 2. It doesn't cost you anything if you don't get it. Lake man hands it off to 0. 0. Does he get in?
Yeah.
He does. Touchdown, Queen City. And they reclaim the lead once again. Back and forth we go. 46-41. And, yeah, I changed my vote. I'd go for 2 here.
Yeah, because if you go for 2 here and you get it, they need a touchdown in their extra point. Extra point can't beat you. But if you just kick the field goal, the extra point will beat you. And if you don't get it, the touchdown will beat you anyway.
DJ Wood says free ice cream for everyone if Queen City scores, and they scored. Did he delete that comment? Well, too late, dude. I saw it, and it's announced. It's part of the game now.
I'll take king cake ice cream. Thank you.
They do go for 2. 0 doesn't get it. So they will have a 5-point lead. So a touchdown reclaims the lead. A field goal does not. Denver about to get the ball back. 4:43 to go. Hey, don't leave the stream without joining our Discord server. There is so much more to do in the SFL than just being a player. Join to check out content for teams and about the league created by the community. Participate in pick'em games, play SFL fantasy football, and test your skills in the survivor pool. To join our server, visit simulationfl.net. and click on the Discord icon on the menu. The SFL community is 2,000 strong, and we will see you there. Woods will go get the ice cream. That a boy, man of his word right there, Gerald.
Definitely. Kappa Jones said he wants his baby Jesus in it, too. He's one up in the regular king cake, baby. He wants the baby Jesus.
Nobody said anything about it being the baby Jesus in the cake. It's just a baby. It's just a little plastic baby, Kappa. I've got 2 of them upstairs. It's bizarre, but in any case, Gene Struthers in the gun. Out route up top. Logan Keel with the catch. Second down and 5. Keel, 6 receptions on the day. Has about 50 yards. Second down.
Yeah, and that was a good opening play right there, right? 4.5 minutes left. Pick up 5, inch it down, right? Especially if they want to try and do some sort of a methodical drive, what they haven't done all game long. They've been having these quick scores, but if you want to burn some time out and punch it in the end zone and give, Denver little to nothing left, I think. Well, Queen City, little to nothing left. I think you're doing yourself some favors.
Shaughnessy, room to run, gets outside up to the 40, and I thought he was going to get a whole lot more. Finally brought down on the play. Queen City burned up 4.5 minutes on their last drive. Denver has not had one last that long. They also have not found the end zone since the second quarter. So they need that here.
Yeah, talk about Queen City's tough season on defense through 3 games, and they give up a lot of points in this one, but they stepped it up in the second half.
O'Shaughnessy gets the pass behind the line of scrimmage, is able to gain 2 as we tick inside the 4-minute mark. Really still anyone's ball game. It's in Denver's hands. I mean, they control their own fate here. If they're able to get this one in for a touchdown, they're not going to leave Queen City with much time left.
No, but if they got to keep pushing it, I think.
Whew.
Wow.
Brothers gets it out to Mosley, catching it on the run, and surges forward into Queen City territory. Great catch and run by the tight end.
Watch the athleticism, because his momentum had him going in a different direction, and he saw it at the corner of his eye that Struthers threw it on the wrong shoulder.
He's like, oh, time to adjust. Tight ends are athletes too, Gerald. I know you wouldn't look at me and think, wow, what an athletic specimen, but that's why I'm retired.
That Dax is something special, let me tell you.
Keel gets the catch, gets 8, 2nd down and 2 from the 36-yard line as we approach 3 minutes to go. Queen City fans, their hearts must be absolutely pounding right now in their chests as they watch their team nurse this 5-point lead, and Denver inching ever closer to the end zone. Struthers will hand this one off to O'Shaughnessy. O'Shaughnessy burns right past the first tackler, but then brought down by Kappa Jones. Summoning that baby Jesus power, gets the tackle there. 3rd down and 1.
He sure must have had that ice cream on the sideline and said, "I got you." Man, I thought they blew that on, missed tackle, but Kappa Jones come and cleaned it up.
And a free play for the Nightwings. Won't matter. They hit Logan Keel up top. That one will be good for a nice gain, nice 1st down at about the 25-yard line. We'll get the call from the refs.
They should decline this.
Nano Matthews says, I'll be there in 31 minutes and 17 seconds to get ice cream. It's oddly specific. Look at these yardage totals, Gerald. We're approaching 1,000 yards between these two teams.
I hope we get there.
I know.
I really hope we get there.
Listen, we're not rooting for either team, but it would be just absolutely fantastic if Denver was to score here so that Queen City then had to rip it back down the field the other way and score themselves. And I don't care who wins. I just want to see 1,000 yards. I want to see 100 points. God, look how close we're getting.
Yeah.
You can do it, teams.
87. 2 more touchdowns.
Pass over the middle is complete to Quintero. And we are 7 yards away from another touchdown, Gerald.
Yeah, look, and he found the seam right there, right in between the linebacker and the safety right there. Watch this. Look, you just find a little seam right there and just ran right out the middle. Yeah.
These rookie quarterbacks, like you said earlier, not playing like rookie quarterbacks.
No.
They're getting it done.
Well, not that, and it's surprising because neither one, and I hope this ain't no broadcast curse, ain't throw a pick yet.
Oh boy, 2 minutes to go. Gerald with the broadcaster's curse. Denver fans are never going to forgive you for this next play. Watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on YouTube. I'm Mike Daggs, Gerald Smith with me, Declan O'Rourke, Ethan Kai on stats, Cameron Irvine producing. Gene Struthers under center, hands it off to Bailey O'Shaughnessy, trying to get around the outside, breaks the tackle, into the end zone, touchdown Denver. And they reclaim the lead just inside the 2-minute warning. But wait, Gerald, there's plenty of time left for Queen City to get back down to the scoring range.
And do you go for 2?
You gotta go for 2.
You gotta go for 2.
Offense is on the field. We've seen two-point conversion attempts in this ball game. Neither one has been successful. This one to give Denver a 3-point lead. Struthers hands it off to the fullback. Ari Mills, the general, punching it through. The conversion is successful. 49-46 is the score. Queen City needs a field goal to tie, a touchdown to win. They've got about 1 minute and 55 seconds to do it. Don't go anywhere. This game is absolutely fantastic.
That was probably the best call on the Denver offense all game, because if you watch that defense started shifting over to Bailey O'Shaughnessy, and they just handed it right out the middle to Mills.
Zoma takes it from the 6. He's had a few good returns so far in this one. Sets up Queen City with decent starting field position once again at the 29-yard line. You know, when we were looking at this game, Gerald, we thought, wow, a couple of teams down on their luck. You know, who knows? I mean, Denver won their last game, 12-3. I mean, Queen City hasn't won at all. This could be a snooze fest. Boy, were we wrong.
No, man, look at it. Like, Queen City, they both were over. They both beat the over.
They both hit the over individually. The Lake Man deep over the middle, and he's got Powell. Here we go.
What is going on? And we still got a minute and 40 going. Look at this.
These are Powell with 168 yards, 2 touchdowns. We're only like 15 yards away, maybe 20 yards away from field goal range. Oh, no, we're on that side of the 50. We're less than that.
And the Lake Man throws 3 touchdowns, like 5 of his touchdowns to 3 different people.
Sure does. The Lake Man steps up, has time, throws this one. I thought he was throwing it away. Throwing it away? No.
The Lake Man. The Lake Man shuffle. He shuffled right through, up into the pocket. We finally got to see it. And he hit James Matthew for a first down at that.
I think he's throwing it away. No, he's throwing a first down pass to a wide open tight end. Why not? 38-yard line. Get about 8 more yards and you got field goal range. Time to be careful with this football, though. The Lake Man in the gun. Throws out route down to the bottom, out of bounds. That one will be incomplete. Second down. And 10 clock stopped with 1:13.
And that's uncharacteristic for Diesel Powell right there, right? Usually he sits right there on the sideline, and he was open. He just had to sit on the sideline and just put his hands on the ball and pull it in and just step right out of bounds. He would have got himself about 7-8 yards. Put his team in field goal range as well.
476 yards and 5 touchdowns for the Lake Man. DJ Wood says if Queen City comes back and wins, he'll donate to the SFL Monday Night Impact. If you call it the Monday Night Spectacular, I'd be happier, but I digress. The Lake Man out route down to the bottom, connects with Zoma, and that one's, I thought he had the first down, but 3rd and inches coming up. They're inside field goal range if they can't convert this 3rd down.
Yeah, I would have liked them to see it, to actually take a timeout right here, right, to get a really good play that they really love right in on this right here. But here they are, 3rd and short. We'll see what they're going to do.
Lake Man hands it off to Jet Zero. Jet Zero gets the first, and they will go into the hurry-up. 44 seconds to go. They don't need to go no huddle. They have 3 timeouts. We'll see what they do with this one.
No mistakes.
Lake Man down to the bottom. That one is complete to James Matthew Jr., and he steps out of bounds at the 16-yard line. 34 seconds to go. 2nd down and inches. Probably time to start taking a couple shots at the end zone, or do you still want to play safe? You don't need the touchdown. You can go to overtime.
Right, yeah, look, if they play the sidelines right here, I think it's in their favor, right? 16 yards to go and 34 seconds with all 3 timeouts. If they keep playing the sidelines here, it protects them as well without even having to use the timeouts. They're just so close.
2nd down and inches. Lake Man steps back, throws over the middle. It's complete. 1st down and goal from the 1-yard line. Queen City calls a timeout. 29 seconds to go. Gerald, we're going to hit the 100-point mark. I know it.
Look, and it's Stephen McMichael. His first target and first catch puts his team at the 1.5 yard line right here. It's look, and the Lake Man has literally thrown it to everybody except Bovine out of the backfield.
Well, there's still time. He's out there. Swing route to the Bovine. I don't know. The Lake Man under center on 1st down and goal. Steps back, fires back of the end zone, and it is nearly intercepted.
Wow.
Ooh, my heart just skipped a beat on that one.
Dangerous.
I hate the Lake Man's heart. Just you see a look on his face, like, oh boy, almost ruined that game.
I know if the Denver sideline could challenge, they would. It looked like he had a foot in. That was so close. It could have ended the game.
My goodness. The Lake Man under center again. 2 receivers set. Jet Zero in the backfield. 5-step drop, quick pass, and that one is
I'm not happy with the play calling right there. There's so much clutter, and there's 5 guys right there. You're trying to fit it in. That's just not good. Look, and I don't blame the Lake man on that one. It's just the play calling on that was just not good. You have Jet Zero. He's averaging 2 yards a carry. You can give it that man, and you got 2 timeouts. And there goes 100 points.
There it goes. Yeah. See, so you thought you commentator cursed them. It was me. I said we were going to hit 100 points, and then I ruined it. I'm sorry.
I'm sad.
I'm sad too.
Just don't take my king cake ice cream.
There is no king cake ice cream.
Frozen bananas.
There's no frozen bananas either. Set them outside. There will be frozen bananas in minutes. Denver's going to come away with the win. Just need to kneel it down a couple more times. Queen City with only 1 timeout remaining. And they burn their final timeout. 20 seconds to go. One more kneel down will end the game. Denver narrowly coming away with the win. Win. Gerald, as we see this final kneel down, final seconds tick away, your final thoughts on this game?
Yeah, I think. Look, both teams came in and decided, hey, look, man, we're just going to do our best. We're probably going to try and throw the ball down. Bailey O'Shaughnessy was running out of his mind, and everything else. He got well over 100 yards on the ground. The Lake man, being a rookie quarterback that he is, throwing 5 touchdowns. Look, and both rookie quarterbacks played excellent today. It's just the defenses were just kind of non-existent. The defense finally showed up right there in the red zone, right, to be able to pick it off. But I mean, other than that, it's been a great game. I don't think I have much negative to say about it other than the defense.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Lake man throwing that 1 pick down at the end, but not to take away from his stats, almost right around 500 yards on 46 passing attempts. 5 touchdowns, a career best for him in his short career as we see the final stats there. Over 1,000 yards. Yeah, we did hit over 1,000 yards. Absolutely wild in this game. So Denver, they will improve to 2-2 on the season. Queen City, they will fall to 0-3. You can't take anything away from Queen City, though. They're getting things figured out. They nearly scored over 50 points in this one and were able to almost come away with the win. Next up for Denver, they head to London on Saturday, February 18th. For Queen City, they hit the road. They'll head to Detroit, take on the Motor City V8s on Sunday, February 19th. Coming up next, still have more SFL action here tonight. Gerald Smith's Louisiana Revolution head to Florida and take on the Storm, and my Mexico City Aztecs will be at home hosting the Alamo City Artillery. Those games are at 9 p.m. and 9:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Both links can be found on the SFL's YouTube page. So much left to see here in this season. What do you think for Queen City? I mean, they're 0-4, but I think they've got quite a shot here at getting things turned around as the season progresses.
Yeah. I think. I mean, offensively, right? They actually know what they are capable of now, right? Especially on offense, right? They know they got an efficient young quarterback. One of the most efficient in the league right now. So I mean, they know they can get it and throw it, and maybe they need to work on the run game a little bit to get Jet Zero going. But I mean, other than that, I mean, they just need to work on the defensive side of the ball, generating pressure on the opposing quarterback and being able to, kind of stop the run and pass, because they didn't really stop a whole lot, either run or the pass this game. So once they clean that up, I think they'd be looking in the right direction.
The player of the game, Bailey O'Shaughnessy, with his 200-something plus yard all-purpose performance with his 4 touchdowns. This has been a presentation of the Simulation Football League, presented by APM Music on YouTube. Final score 49-46 Denver. For Gerald Smith, Declan O'Rourke, Ethan Kai, Cameron Irvine, Matt Wilson, who will always be with us in spirit, I am Mike Diag saying thank you for joining us. Be kind to one another. Always choose happy. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you next time.